What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good week. And I want to talk about Megyn Kelly, who is on an interview series to interview first Vladimir Putin, then Alex Jones, and then Donald Trump, which is very controversial among her crowd that she has joined now that she has left Fox News for MSNBC. So I'm going to wait about 5 seconds, drink my coffee real quick, and then I'll wait till everyone gets in, and I'm going to begin. It's a little hot. Alright, what's up, Melissa? Okay, so I have to applaud Megyn Kelly. I think it's great when you get one side and the other side having actual dialogue, and that's what's missing, in my opinion, from the mainstream media. They attack the one side, they protect the other side, they don't allow anybody to think or talk for themselves, and they call it a conspiracy theory. So I have to applaud Megyn Kelly because straight off the jump, right when she joins her new network, she first interviewed Vladimir Putin. Now recently she interviewed Alex Jones, and that's coming out soon. There's clips of it already online. And next she will interview Donald Trump. And I want to really encompass what this means. And to start off, I want to say I saw that she interviewed Alex Jones yesterday or today. It's coming out. All of the news sources, when I say all of them, when you type in Google, they're slamming her. They're saying, why did Megyn Kelly do it? You have these people arguing at her. They're mad at her. Every news source, every mainstream news source, liberal news source, left-leaning, progressive news source, they're saying, why did she do it? And now she has to defend herself. She's like, Megyn Kelly, how bad is journalism in America? Excuse me. How bad is journalism in America that you have to defend yourself as a journalist and a news anchor? Defend yourself for conducting an interview. That's what journalism is, my people. What is going on? You should be interviewing Kim Jong-un. You should interview Vladimir Putin. You should be interviewing everyone from all sides, because that's how you get to the truth. You don't get to the truth by interviewing one side, acting like a PR team for one side, and then when you go and talk to the other side, it's not allowed. That's called communism. That's called fascism. That's called controlling people's thoughts and controlling the flow of information to create propaganda. You need to have interviews. You need to have crossfire interviews. That's what journalism is. Why does Megyn Kelly have to defend herself for interviewing Vladimir Putin, Alex Jones, and Donald Trump? And I'll tell you why they're so upset. It's because they're showing you through Vladimir Putin, I'm sure Alex Jones, and I'm sure Donald Trump, they're going to show you that the narrative that they've written for these people is a total lie. I don't know Vladimir Putin enough to know how good and how evil he is, but the narrative that the American media, mainstream media, has written about Vladimir Putin is a massive lie. And you can see it when Megyn Kelly interviews him, because she gets completely owned. Not because I'm Russian, I'm a proud American. The truth is the truth, no matter if a Russian man says it or a blonde-haired American girl says it. I don't care who says it, but the truth is the truth. And when you have an American media system that creates fake news, and then you bring fake news creator and defender Megyn Kelly to talk to Vladimir Putin, who is spewing a few facts, you're going to look dumb. The first thing that Megyn Kelly did in the Vladimir Putin interview, she said, Russia hacked the election. You know, that's a big media narrative that they've been saying. They hacked the election, they hacked the election. And then Vladimir Putin comes with facts about how hacking actually works and how you can hide your traces and the way hacking really works. And of course, the smart people in the internet are going to side with him, because there's millions upon millions of people who are good at the internet and they know how it works. So no matter how many times Megyn Kelly or CNN or Washington Post says the lie, nobody's going to believe it, because they actually know how hacking works and they actually know how covering up works. So you can't beat anybody with a lie. That's why the mainstream media is mad, because now Vladimir Putin, Alex Jones, and Donald Trump, America will see it's not who these people said they were. And then Megyn Kelly said to Vladimir Putin, she said, Donald Trump even said that you hacked the election, when Donald Trump never ever said that once. So she's literally making up a lie, making up another lie. That's why mainstream media is mad at her, because they're showing all of their supporters, all of their audience, that having a back and forth discussion will raise the truth. And guess what? The truth isn't on their side most of the time. Now they interviewed Alex Jones. everybody's mad because they've been calling Alex Jones since I was a kid. I watched him since I was 18 years old. I've taken breaks and I haven't religiously followed Alex Jones, but he's been talking about things that nobody wants to talk about, literally, since 2008. So of course they're going to be mad that she's interviewing Alex Jones, because their narrative of Alex Jones is he's a crazy bigot, you know, he's racist, he's sexist, he's a liar, he's a conspiracy theorist, he's a total lunatic. Alex Jones is crazy. That's what everybody thinks that follows mainstream media. Alex Jones is a madman. Alex Jones, he just gets up there, rah, 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 and just lies all the time. He works for Russia. That's what they've told people. Where the reality is, whether you like or gravitate towards Alex Jones or not, he's not a madman. He's not a lunatic. He studies a lot and he has a lot of facts. Albeit sometimes I'll watch and be like, you know, he's a little off here. I don't agree with him. He's not a complete madman. He's a genius and one of the top independent radio hosts of all time, who has said truths, spoken truth to power when no one else wanted to. He said that the NSA and the CIA and all of these intelligence agencies were using computer devices to spy on people. Everyone called Alex Jones a lunatic. Oh my God, he's a madman. Now we know that's 100% true. So he was one of the first news outlets to report on that 10 years in advance. When it came to 9/11, he was saying that Saudi Arabia was involved in 2008, in 2009, and 2010, when no one wanted to talk about it. And now we find out that the hijackers from 9/11 were from Saudi Arabia. So Alex Jones, is he a madman? Doesn't sound like one to me if he's reporting things 10 years in advance that the mainstream media won't even cover. So of course they're going to be mad at Megyn Kelly for talking to Alex Jones, because you put Alex Jones on TV just like they put him on the Joe Rogan podcast, and it got millions of views because it's like, wow, this guy's funny, he's very entertaining, and he's got a lot of facts that you can background research, look into it, and it's true. He's not a madman. He's just someone who's been studying data and information and history that everyone else has been ignoring. And next is going to come Donald Trump. And I want to say that, you know, they did this purposely to be like Vladimir Putin, Alex Jones, Donald Trump. They're trying to group these people together when they're not grouped together at all. Although I will say, if the Alex Jones interview is anything like the Vladimir Putin interview, it's not going to go well for MSNBC and Megyn Kelly. I mean, the ratings will grow great. They'll get more trust for finally doing real interviews, but these people are not the demons that they've painted them out to be. And same with Donald Trump. If you take a clip of Donald Trump's words, he sounds like a madman. And if you twist it out, but when you listen to him in full, he doesn't sound nearly as crazy as they're saying he is. So I applaud Megyn Kelly. This is what journalism is. This is what Tucker Carlson's been doing. You talk to people who don't agree with you. You go back and forth and you let the people decide who's telling the truth, who's lying, who's bringing the accuracy. And it's embarrassing. This should be a huge wake-up call to people at the state of propaganda journalism that is American media and the world media, because if you search Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones today on Google, the top 8 responses are Megyn Kelly has to defend herself. She has to defend herself. This mom's mad. This person's mad. This person's mad. How dare you give Alex Jones a platform? Why would you do this to Alex Jones? Why would you do this? Because she's a better journalist than you guys are. She's having a conversation. That's what journalism is. Journalism is not blocking out the one side, silencing somebody's voice, silencing what they're trying to tell you, and then making up a fake story about what you think they're saying, when the reality is they never said that. And that's what journalism is today in America. It's not journalism, it's pure propaganda. Maybe sprinkled with a little bit of truth sometimes so people don't jump off ship. And that's why people are leaving the big networks. That's why people are leaving, the big journalistic New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, people like that, because their true colors are showing and millions of people see it. Journalism is not saying what you believe and not even having a conversation with the other side. And that's all they've been doing. Shut up. Shut up, Alex Jones. Shut up, Vladimir Putin. Shut up, Donald Trump. Shut up, any honest American. They've literally gotten to the point where they started investigating American journalists and websites, saying that they were linked to the Kremlin just because they don't agree. That's how big of maniacs these people are. Oh, you don't agree with me? You must be working for the Kremlin. maybe you're just a fraud. Maybe you're just a liar, and everybody knows it. So, once again, congratulations, Megyn Kelly, for bringing real journalism to the mainstream media. Don't listen to them tear her apart. I guarantee if she continues doing real journalism and trying to get an honest dialogue between Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, and Alex Jones, she'll probably be fired soon, because any sort of truth is a threat to the mainstream media. For me, if I have a conversation with an honest person or a dishonest person, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect my grind, because I don't build my foundation on a bunch of lies. I build it on truth, honesty, integrity. So no matter what someone does to me, no matter what conversation I have, it's not going to be a threat to my news publication, because either it's going to be beneficial and help people learn new information, or it's not. It doesn't bother me. But when you are an entire network that's built on a foundation of lies, who's going to be your biggest threat? Somebody telling the truth. So bringing Vladimir Putin, who unfortunately tells more truth than Megyn Kelly in this interview, it's not his fault, it's her fault for making things up. You can't make up things just because you work at MSNBC. You can't make up things about hacking and make up things about the internet and how, software and hardware works. You just can't do it. Just because you work for a news source, there's tens of millions, of hundreds of millions of people that have been educated in how the internet works, how hardware works, how software works, how technology works, and they're not going to believe you just because you work for a main news network. And Vladimir Putin told the truth about that. Whose fault is that? He told more truth about Syria than CNN and MSNBC has. You don't have to attack the people telling the truth. You just have to tell more truth than them. You look like an idiot when you keep saying, they're so bad, they're so bad, they're so bad. I get it, but are you worse or are you better than them? Because if you're better than them, people will realize. If you're worse than them, people will realize. Same with Alex Jones. I can't wait to see the interview, because Alex Jones, that's not someone they want to talk on TV, because he tells the truth. They asked him about 9/11. They asked him about the Newtown shooting. They asked him about all these things. That's a threat to what they've been doing. Whether Alex Jones is right or wrong, why would they want somebody independent who tells the truth, who's lived his entire life trying to debunk mainstream media narratives, and he's been very successful at it? He's definitely made mistakes along the way, but he's also reported things 10 years in advance. Why would they want Alex Jones on there? He's going to be like, that story's a lie, and he might have proof of it. And he also be like, hey, I study these things. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And next they're going to go to Donald Trump. And I hope people give the full thing a watch, because I hated everything Donald Trump was saying and doing. I hated him for months until I stopped listening to what other people said about him, and I listened to what he actually said himself. And then you realize, oh my God, the mainstream media twists everything out of proportion, everything. And then they own so much real estate that you can't go on Google, YouTube, or read in the news or watch TV. You can't escape their narrative, because they're all over the place. It's like living in a forest and trying to go for a walk without seeing trees. You can't do it because they own everything, but their power is unfortunately slipping, and it's equally amusing and sad to watch, because how long are you going to do all this dumb stuff? Okay, we had the dumb Russia investigation, even though we know Hillary Clinton's ties to Russia are 10,000 times what Donald Trump's are. Here we are wasting taxpayer money, our time, our energy, our minds, our bodies, watching this circus of a fake investigation that's never going to amount to everything. Okay, we did that. You got people like Kathy Griffin, holding up heads like, I'm not a good comedian, like I need attention, I hate Donald Trump, please somebody pay me, please somebody give me attention on Twitter and Facebook. You got people screaming, watching the Comey hearing at a Brooklyn pub like, oh, please, please, please. How about everybody, we just shut up for like 5-10 seconds, just shut your mouth. Not you guys, it's all love if you guys are watching, but to the other people, shut your mouth. Listen to Alex Jones, listen to Vladimir Putin, listen to Donald Trump, shut up, take all that fake stuff in your mind that's been implanted in your mind, just silence it for 10 seconds, listen to these people that you think are terrible, and then decide after the interview if you still think so or not. Just give it a chance, because if you never listen, if you only listen to the fake narrative that they create, they block these people out, create a fake story. They make them seem as terrible as possible, and then serve it up to you on a platter because they know how to play with your emotions and they know what will make you mad or make you upset or make you sad. Just listen. And Megyn Kelly, don't let them get you down. Keep talking to people. Keep having discussions. The ratings are going to go through the roof. I'm sure Megyn Kelly's ratings are going through the roof. And people from both sides will like you instead of just little dumb brainwashed people being your fans. Who wants supporters like that? You'll have all sorts of supporters because you're getting a conversation flowing. So once again, Megyn Kelly interviewed Vladimir Putin. It's on YouTube, and it did not fare well for Megyn Kelly, unfortunately, because her whole narrative that day was parroting the fake lies that were created by New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, and majority of America is over it. She talked to Alex Jones. I can't wait to see that interview because Alex Jones, regardless of what they say, he's a very intelligent, well-studied man who is ahead of his time on a lot of aspects. So it's going to be interesting having someone so truthful on a network that's so not truthful. And then Donald Trump will be the final interview. So applauding Megyn Kelly. Shame on you, all of you news networks who are making her defend herself. She's a journalist. That's what journalism is. You ask people, you go to Rwanda, you go to Syria, you go to Iraq, Afghanistan. That's real in the cut journalism. You talk to people that you don't want to talk to. That's what journalism is supposed to be. How soft and fake are we that a journalist has to defend themselves and get attacked for conducting an interview? I don't know how these people live with themselves. There's so many pathetic people, pathetic journalists. Oh no, she interviewed Alex Jones. Oh no, no, oh no. Vladimir Putin, no. We just told everyone he was a big dummy. Now they're going to see he's smarter than us. No. Whose fault is that? It's your fault for being so dumb. Stop being so dumb. That's what happened this election. Donald Trump's so mean and terrible. Then don't be worse than him. You were worse than him? You lost the election. Stop losing. Win for once, please. Let's all win together. We could all win. We could play on a team. I'll pass it to you. I'll catch it. You go to the end zone. It'll be great. We'll all win together. But half of America is winning, and the other half is just losing. I'm fine. I'm eating. I'm living. I'm drinking good. But for your own sake, stop doing this. Stop persecuting journalists and saying, how dare they have a conversation with someone that I don't want them to have a conversation with? No! So it's like mind-blowingly pathetic. Don't talk to them. We just told all of America that it's a conspiracy theory. What if he has facts and truth and he shows proof that he was 10 years right ahead of us? Then what will happen? I'm going to be watching the Alex Jones interview, and I hope he had a good showing. I saw some clips from it. Looked very promising. So, Megyn Kelly, good job. Don't let the fake news get you down. Of course, they don't want you to talk to people. Why would fake news want to do that? They just want to make fake news. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to work on a bigger, more comprehensive video today and put it out in an hour or two. I just couldn't help myself. I saw all the people attacking Megyn Kelly. It was just like a article storm of just pure hate. Like, how dare she talk to Alex Jones? No. Have a conversation, people. Don't be afraid. And don't listen to what they say about people. It should be a clear sign. If they don't even want you to see this person and talk to them and have an interview with them, I think it shows who's telling the truth and who's lying and trying to suppress information. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Have a good day. I'll be back later.